Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers. Today we're uncovering the rare and most valuable 50-cent Australian coins. While these coins are a common sight in everyday life, some special years and varieties are now worth big money in today's collector market. Let's get started. First up, the commemorative 50-cent coin that broke away from the usual coat of arms design. This piece celebrated one of humanity's most fundamental bonds, the family. Known as the International Year of the Family 50-cent coin, it carries both artistic charm and collectible appeal, and even today, it has the potential to surprise collectors with its growing value. The year 1994 was significant worldwide as the United Nations declared it the International Year of the Family. Countries across the globe marked the event in different ways, and in Australia, the Royal Australian Mint chose to immortalize the theme on its most iconic 12-sided coin. It was a way of placing family values and unity into the very currency that Australians used every day. On the obverse, as with all decimal coins of the era, we see the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The portrait was designed by Raphael Maklauf and used between 1985 and 1998. The Queen is depicted wearing the royal diadem, a piece of jewelry often worn on state occasions, with a serene yet dignified expression. Surrounding her image are the words, Elizabeth II Australia 1994, anchoring the coin firmly to its country and year of issue. The reverse, however, is where this coin truly shines. Designed by Carolyn Rosser, it features a beautifully simple, yet deeply symbolic image, a depiction of a family drawn as if by a child's hand, representing innocence, unity, and the foundation of human connection. To the right sits the United Nations symbol, tying the coin to the international campaign. Around the design are the inscriptions, Australia 1994 50 cents, completing the message of global unity through family. From a technical standpoint, the 1994 50-cent coin shares the same specifications as other Australian 50s of its time. It is struck in cupronickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel, weighs 15.55 grams, and measures 31.65 millimeters across. Its familiar 12-sided shape ensures it cannot be mistaken for any other denomination. Even though this coin was produced for circulation, its commemorative design instantly marked it as special. The mintage for this coin was 20 million, which makes it relatively common in terms of availability. Because it was released into general circulation, most surviving examples show signs of wear, scratches, or damage, especially when found in circulated condition today. However, while not rare in sheer numbers, its commemorative status ensures strong, ongoing demand among collectors who want to complete their decimal coin sets. In circulated condition, particularly in coins that show clear damage, the value is modest. Such coins typically trade for around $1 to $3 Australian, which is still more than face value. However, the real jump in value comes with higher grades. Coins in uncirculated or proof condition can sell for $10 to $30 Australian, while pristine examples in official mint sets or proof issues can climb much higher, even reaching $50 to $100 Australian, depending on the market. Collectors are often drawn not just to the coin's value, but to its meaning. The design speaks directly to the importance of family, and because of this, many Australians feel a personal connection to the coin. That emotional resonance has helped maintain demand for it long after its release. Unlike regular circulation issues, this coin tells a story, and it's that narrative that keeps it firmly in collector demand. Another intriguing angle lies in error coins. As with all mintage runs, a handful of the 1994 commemorative 50-cent coins left the mint with striking errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, or planchet flaws. These errors can make an otherwise common coin worth hundreds of dollars to the right buyer, turning pocket change into a miniature treasure. The coin also appeals to thematic collectors. Beyond standard decimal series collectors, there are many who collect coins featuring human figures, children's artwork, or United Nations themes. The 1994 International Year of the Family coin ticks all of these boxes, making it desirable across multiple collecting categories. It's also worth remembering that every year, more of these coins disappear. Some are lost, damaged beyond recognition, or even melted down. As time passes, high-grade examples become harder to find. This natural attrition means that while today the coin may seem relatively common, in decades to come it will only grow scarcer, and that scarcity will inevitably boost value. For casual coin hunters, finding one of these coins in loose change can feel like stumbling across a forgotten gem. Even in damaged, circulated condition, it's a tangible link to an important global theme and a moment in Australia's minting history. To seasoned collectors, however, the challenge is in locating the finest examples, which is where the true value lies. The emotional and historical weight of the 1994 commemorative 50-cent coin cannot be understated. Unlike coins that simply reflect monarchs or national symbols, this one carries a message of togetherness, family, and humanity. It's a coin that speaks not only to Australians, but to people everywhere. While it may not be the type of coin that instantly makes you a millionaire, its story, design, and collectability mean that it has long-term investment potential. Many of the most valuable coins today began as ordinary circulation pieces, only to rise in value as years passed. The 1994 50-cent coin has all the hallmarks of a piece that will continue to appreciate in value, especially in top condition. The 1994 Australian 50-cent International Year of the Family coin is a remarkable commemorative issue that blends art, symbolism, and history. In damaged circulated condition, its value is modest, but in uncirculated grades, its worth can multiply significantly. More importantly, it remains one of the most meaningful designs in Australia's decimal coinage. To collectors, it is more than a piece of metal. It's a celebration of family, a reminder of global unity, and a treasure that will only grow in importance with time. Next up, the 2010 Australian 50-cent piece. While it may look like just another ordinary coin you might find in your change, its story, design, and collectability make it far more special than most people realize. The 2010 50-cent coin carries on Australia's proud tradition of producing uniquely shaped currency. Unlike the smooth round coins of most nations, Australia's 50 cent stands out with its instantly recognizable 12-sided dodecagon shape. First introduced in 1969 in cupronickel, the coin has become a true icon of Australian money and continues to fascinate collectors both at home and abroad. On the obverse side, the coin bears the image of Queen Elizabeth II, as designed by sculptor Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait, introduced in 1999, shows a more mature and realistic likeness of the Queen compared to earlier designs. The inscription, Elizabeth II Australia 2010, frames the portrait, reminding us of both the monarch's reign and the year of minting. It's a design familiar to many Australians, yet it still carries dignity and a sense of continuity. Turning to the reverse side, we find the powerful Australian coat of arms, which has been the standard reverse design on the 50-cent coin since 1966, except in commemorative years. The coat of arms is flanked by two of Australia's most iconic animals, the kangaroo and the emu, standing tall as national guardians. At the center sits the shield, divided into 6 sections representing the 6 Australian states: New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia, and Tasmania. Above the shield is the 7-pointed Commonwealth Star, while sprigs of wattle, Australia's national floral emblem, form a decorative frame. From a technical specification perspective, the coin continues the traditional format: 31.65 millimeters in diameter, 15.55 grams in weight, and struck in cupronickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Its distinctive edges and large size make it one of the most substantial circulating coins in the world, ensuring it always stands out in a handful of change. One of the most interesting aspects of the 2010 mintage is its relatively moderate numbers compared to other years. While tens of millions were produced, Australia's circulating coinage often shifts in demand depending on the economy and banking needs. This means that in some years, fewer 50-cent pieces are struck, creating subtle varieties and scarcity that collectors pay close attention to. Coins from 2010 in circulated condition, especially those showing scratches or heavy wear, generally trade for around face value to $1 AUD. However, pieces in very good to extremely fine condition can attract more collector interest, often reaching $3 to $5 Australian dollars, simply because finding better preserved examples in circulation is becoming less common. The real leap in value comes with coins in uncirculated or mint state condition. Collectors who preserve 2010 coins straight from mint rolls or in presentation sets can sometimes achieve values between $10 and 25 Australian dollars, depending on the quality of the strike and overall eye appeal. Proof versions, issued by the Royal Australian Mint in specially packaged sets, can be worth significantly more, often ranging from $30 to $60 AUD. While the 2010 50-cent coin is not particularly rare today, its potential lies in the future. Every year, more of these coins are lost, damaged, or withdrawn from circulation. As the decades pass, pristine examples will naturally become scarcer, and their values will rise accordingly. This pattern has been seen time and again with earlier 50-cent issues, such as the 1971 and 1985 coins, which now command strong demand. Another fascinating dimension comes from error coins. Occasionally, a coin will escape the minting process with mistakes such as off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or die cracks. These anomalies, though rare, can make a 2010 50-cent coin suddenly worth hundreds of dollars. For keen-eyed collectors, checking each coin carefully can be the difference between pocket change and a hidden treasure. The 2010 50-cent coin also holds a place in broader collecting trends. Many Australians aim to build complete date runs of decimal coins, meaning they want one example from each year of issue. This makes even seemingly ordinary dates like 2010 important for set builders. Without them, the collection remains incomplete, driving steady demand even in the absence of extreme rarity. On a symbolic level, the coin also reflects continuity and national pride. In 2010, Australia was thriving as a modern, multicultural nation, and the 50-cent coin embodied that strength by showcasing its state unity and national symbols. It may not have been a commemorative design, but its enduring coat of arms remains a timeless representation of Australia's identity. For everyday Australians, finding a shiny 2010 50-cent coin and change today may not spark excitement, but for collectors, it's a reminder that modern coins can hold tomorrow's value. History shows us that today's ordinary pieces often become tomorrow's rarities once time and attrition take their toll. Some investors in coins see the 2010 issue as a sleeper date, not particularly rare now, but with potential to grow significantly in value over the next few decades. Combined with the fact that coin collecting is gaining popularity worldwide, even relatively modern coins are being snapped up before their value fully matures. The 2010 Australian 50-cent coin is more than just another piece of circulating money. It is a substantial, beautifully designed, and historically meaningful coin that offers both sentimental and investment potential. In very good circulated condition, it already attracts a premium, and in mint state or proof, its value multiplies. While it may not make you a millionaire overnight, it represents the type of collectible that steadily climbs in importance. A coin that connects the present to the future of Australian numismatics. Next up, the 1980 Australian 50-cent coin, a coin that might appear to be just another circulating piece of metal, but, when looked at closely, reveals an entire world of history, detail, and potential value. The 50-cent coin had already become iconic by the 1980s. After its unusual round silver version in 1966 was quickly withdrawn due to high silver content, the new 12-sided dodecagonal 50-cent piece made its debut in 1969 and has remained a staple of Australian currency ever since. By 1980, Australians had grown accustomed to the coin's distinctive size and weight, making it one of the most recognizable and trusted coins in circulation. On the obverse side, the 1980 coin carries the second official decimal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by British sculptor Arnold Machin. This portrait, used from 1966 to 1984, shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, an elegant and youthful depiction that emphasized grace and stability during her long reign. Around the portrait, the Latin inscription reads, Elizabeth II Australia 1980, marking both her sovereignty and the year of minting. On the reverse side, we find the timeless and powerful Australian coat of arms. The design features the heraldic shield with 6 compartments, each representing one of the 6 Australian states. Standing proudly beside the shield are the kangaroo and the emu, 2 creatures chosen because they are uniquely Australian and symbolically move forward rather than backward. Above the shield rests the seven-pointed Commonwealth star and sprigs of wattle, Australia's national floral emblem, encircle the base of the design. This reverse was designed by Stuart Devlin, the master of Australia's decimal coinage. From a specification standpoint, the 1980 50-cent coin follows the established standard, 31.65 millimeters in diameter, 15.55 grams in weight, with a composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Its large size and dodecagonal edges make it a standout coin in world currency, instantly recognizable both visually and by touch. In terms of mintage, 1980 saw the production of over 45 million 50-cent coins, a relatively high figure that ensured its widespread availability. Because of this, the coin itself is not considered extremely rare in circulation. However, the condition of the coin is everything, and finding one today in high grade, especially uncirculated, can be much more challenging than the raw mintage number suggests. Coins in circulated condition, like the one we are discussing, usually hold a value close to their face, around 50 cents to $2 depending on where and I appeal. But this doesn't mean the 1980 50-cent piece is worthless. Rather, it serves as a gateway coin for collectors, often sparking interest in building full decimal sets. Many Australians who started coin collecting did so after noticing and keeping a shiny or unusual 50-cent piece from circulation. The true interest arises when we consider uncirculated and proof examples. Uncirculated 1980 coins, taken straight from mint rolls or preserved carefully, can command values in the range of $10 to $25 today. Proof coins, struck with extra care for collectors and included in official mint sets, can sell for $40 or more, depending on their condition and packaging. These higher quality examples are the ones that collectors and investors pursue, knowing they will only become scarcer as the years go by. Another intriguing element of the 1980 50-cent coin is the potential for minting errors. Australian coins of the era are known for occasional die cracks, misstrikes, off-center issues, or even double-struck details. These mistakes, while rare, can dramatically increase the value of a coin. For example, an error 1980 50-cent coin could sell for hundreds of dollars, depending on its uniqueness and visibility. Collectors also note that the Arnold Machin portrait-era coins are gaining more appreciation with time. Since later designs of the Queen replaced this portrait in 1985, coins like the 1980 50-cent serve as a historical reminder of a younger Elizabeth II during an earlier stage of her reign. This portrait variation makes these coins particularly attractive for thematic collectors who build sets based on obverse designs. In circulated condition, such as the coin we are focusing on today, the value may not make headlines, but the potential lies in future scarcity. Over time, coins wear out, are lost, or get melted down. Decades from now, well-preserved 1980 examples may become much harder to find, and collectors who hold them today will reap the benefits of patience. The demand for complete year sets also drives interest. Many collectors seek one of every 50-cent coin from 1969 onwards, meaning that every year, including 1980, plays an essential role in completing the puzzle. Without the 1980 issue, no Australian decimal collection can be considered truly complete, ensuring steady demand for this coin, even if it isn't one of the rarest. It's also worth noting that the 1980 50-cent coin carries immense nostalgic value. For Australians who grew up in the 1980s, it is a symbol of childhood pocket money, vending machines, and everyday transactions. This emotional connection often enhances collectability, as coins are not just metal but tiny pieces of lived history. From a future investment standpoint, the coin may not make you a millionaire overnight, but history shows that ordinary coins of one era often transform into the rarities of the next. Just as the 1966 round silver 50-cent pieces are now highly prized, the 1980 issue could rise in value significantly over the next few decades, especially in high grades and proof conditions. The 1980 Australian 50-cent coin is more than just a piece of circulating change. It represents Australia's identity, its history, and its culture carried in metal form. In circulated condition, its value remains modest, but in uncirculated or proof condition, its worth increases notably. For the passionate collector, It offers both history and potential. And who knows, one day, this humble 1980 50-cent coin might just surprise the world by becoming one of the hidden gems of Australian numismatics. Next up, the 1978 Australian 50-cent coin has stories to tell, from its design and specifications to its collector value and future potential. The 50-cent coin was already a staple of Australian coinage by 1978. Having replaced the short-lived round silver 50-cent coin of 1966, the distinctive 12-sided copper-nickel coin had become one of the most recognized denominations in the decimal system. By the late 1970s, Australians carried these coins daily in their pockets, wallets, and purses, making it a symbol of modern Australia. On the obverse side, the coin proudly features the second decimal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the British sculptor Arnold Machin. This portrait, used on Australian coins between 1966 and 1984, depicts the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. It's a youthful, elegant, and timeless image that many Australians still remember fondly from their everyday coinage. Around the edge of the coin, the words read, Elizabeth II Australia 1978. On the reverse side, we see the Grand Australian Coat of Arms, a design by Stuart Devlin, the master engraver behind much of Australia's decimal coinage. The shield in the center displays the 6 states of Australia, supported by the kangaroo and emu, animals chosen because they move forward and symbolize progress. Above the shield rests the 7-pointed Commonwealth star, while sprigs of golden wattle frame the design. It is not just decoration. It is a national identity cast in metal. From a technical standpoint, the 1978 50-cent coin measures 31.65 millimeters in diameter, weighs 15.55 grams, and is made from a durable alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Its dodecagonal shape makes it stand out among world coinage, giving it a distinctive feel in the hand and making it unmistakable when mixed with other coins. In terms of mintage, the 1978 issue was produced in the tens of millions, ensuring its wide circulation throughout Australia. While exact figures reach around 25 million pieces, what truly matters to collectors today is not the sheer number minted but the condition in which these coins survive. Most examples, like the one we are considering in circulated condition, show heavy wear from decades of use. A coin in circulated condition typically holds only its face value or slightly more, around 50 cents to $2, depending on eye appeal. Scratches, nicks, and dull coloring are common in circulated coins. However, collectors often keep circulated examples to complete year sets, meaning there is still steady demand even for these well-used pieces. When we turn to higher grades, the picture changes dramatically. An uncirculated 1978 50-cent coin, pulled straight from a mint roll and preserved for decades, can sell for $10 to $20, while proof versions, struck with extra care and mirror-like finishes, can reach $40 or more. Error coins from this year, such as off-center strikes or double-struck pieces, can skyrocket into the hundreds of dollars if verified and in good condition. But what makes the 1978 issue especially interesting is its place in the broader history of Australian coinage. The late 1970s marked an era of economic shifts, cultural growth, and changes in national identity. Every coin minted during this period carries with it a piece of that story, linking collectors not just to metal, but to the times in which it circulated. Collectors also love this coin for its Arnold Machin portrait, which would soon be replaced in 1985 by Raphael Maclauf's more regal depiction of the Queen. The Machin portrait era has become increasingly nostalgic, and coins from this period are seeing a rise in interest among numismatists who build themed portrait sets. Another reason why the 1978 50 cent is sought after is the completion of year sets. A dedicated collector aiming to build a full 50-cent collection from 1969 onwards simply cannot skip the 1978 coin. Even in circulated condition, it is essential, ensuring that there will always be demand for it in the collector market. Though not considered a rare or ultra-valuable coin today, the 1978 issue has strong investment potential for the long term. Many coins from the 1970s are slowly disappearing from circulation as they are lost, damaged, or melted down. Those who set aside examples now, even circulated ones, may one day find that they have become significantly more desirable. There is also the emotional value tied to coins like this. For Australians who grew up in the late 1970s or early 1980s, the 1978 50-cent piece is more than money. It is a memory. It may remind them of pocket money, their first job, or even the feel of change jingling in their school bag. This personal connection often drives collectors to seek out coins from their childhood years, increasing demand further. For now, in circulated condition, the 1978 50-cent coin is unlikely to make you a millionaire overnight. Its value today is modest. But history has shown that everyday coins of one generation often become prized treasures of the next. Just as the once common 1966 round silver 50-cent coin is now worth far more than its face value, so too could the 1978 issue rise as decades pass. In conclusion, the 1978 Australian 50-cent coin is a true piece of numismatic heritage. Its circulated examples tell the story of everyday life in Australia, while its uncirculated and proof versions provide real investment potential. It may not yet be the golden ticket to instant fortune, but as part of the tapestry of Australia's coinage, it remains a coin worth collecting, preserving, and appreciating for its design, history, and hidden potential.